Yeah, I just wanted to cover that, like, sadness is normal. Everyone will feel sad. That's just a normal human reaction. But so just to clarify, it only, well, it the symptoms of depression are when sadness lasts for long, long periods of time, and it begins to affect your daily life.
When you basically, the most, I would say, important, significant part is when you lose the interest on the things that you used to love.
Okay.
So, for example, maybe you used to love to hang out with your friend, but in that moment, nothing matters anymore. And that's depression. Like, you don't know what made you happy before.
Okay.
You don't remember what it was to be happy. And it's difficult to find it out because people with depression became good at masquerade it.
Right.
They learn on how not show that because of all the stigma that there is around it, which is nonsense. We know that.
Yeah.
And especially it doesn't help. And there is this relationship, as I said before, like you can see why there is a relationship between depression and video games playing. Because when you tend to exaggerate on playing video games, you tend to isolate yourself, to maybe don't put attention on things that should be very relevant, like your diet, your sleep pattern. You tend to forget about sometimes even to eat or to sleep. And that it's when it also becomes an obsession and an addiction, especially.
Yeah, I mean, we actually have another blog about internet gaming disorder, which is being addicted to playing video games. And from the symptoms you said there, I think, yeah, I can easily see why that can happen, because, like I said, you end up sleeping less, eating things you shouldn't, drinking things you shouldn't, and then it's like you say, it's a cycle. But is it a vicious or a virtuous cycle? I suppose it depends. There's so many factors.
Exactly. It depends on how you decide to play. If you put yourself on, I need to win, I need to focus myself only on video game, that's not gonna help yourself also in the video game experience. You're not gonna enjoy that because you're only focusing on reaching a goal, which is not your happiness, but it's to win.
Yeah.
And there is all the things that there is behind addiction. So like all the release of dopamine, which is the neurotransmitter for the pleasure, for feeling pleasure. When you play video game, there is a huge release of the dopamine. That's why you think that video game is fun, because you have that release.
Yeah.
But you can become addicted to dopamine, to this feeling of thrill that video games give you. And it makes you want to achieve more, which apply a circuit that is called the triumph circuit. So obtaining a goal, like you don't focus on your surrounding anymore, you only want to achieve that. It could be good for something,
yeah,
but not when you do that daily, and especially only video games.
And I think that partly, I'm not blaming the game developers, but I think that it is it's almost their job to get people coming back and playing again. And I think they purposely design levels and games in a way that keep you wanting to come back, like leveling up and, achieving the next skin and the next rank. And I think that definitely contributes.